Hey guys, what's up? I am Papi Padilla. If this is your first time catching me in the studio, feel free to subscribe because we get down on a daily basis and we have fun here on the channel. Now let me catch you up to speed. Right now, these 5 cars in the background. It's time to do the Tempest, some more Tempest races, but I did some research, and as we go into the second stage of the Tempest, we're gonna have to do another license. So the cool thing about these cars is 4 of them were purchased with just plain Jane money, right? Game money, of course. The only one that wasn't was that red Saline, that S1 Saline. So what I'm gonna do is, the reason why I'm not gonna do the races tonight or do the elite license tonight is because I don't have enough parts for one of my other cars. But look, let me show you. I'm going to show you all tier 5 cars. This is my first car. This one has this sentimental value. If you saw the video last night, this is my first car, man. Whenever you first start the game, you get a choice of cars. I chose this one. It wasn't this color. I painted it a few times, and I'm just going to keep it this color. I kind of like the blue and purple, how it kind of mixes. You have like a dark color and then you have like a loud color. I don't know. I think it looks nice though. But this is my baby, man. This is my first car. And when I first started playing the game, you know, I really got attached to this car. It's just a basic plain car. It's the first car you start with. But I thought that, hey, I might as well get a car, because the thing is, boys, you don't want to use your fastest cars, because once you start using your fastest cars, you can't use them during the races. But I have 22 fusion parts out of 24, so this should be fast enough, even though it doesn't have stars. And I got a tip yesterday, or maybe it was the day before, that, you know, these cars with stars next to them, they're faster. And I didn't know that. Like a dumbass, for like, I don't know, forever I've been stripping cars with stars on them. That just goes to show my experience, boys. I haven't been playing this for a long time, so I appreciate all the feedback that you guys are giving me. But this is my baby driver car, man. I love this car. The reason why we're waiting and can't race is I'm waiting a couple of fusion parts. I'm waiting a couple of upgrades. But for those of you who have seen Baby Driver, and if you haven't seen the movie Baby Driver, you can YouTube the first 6 minutes. If you watch the first 6 minutes of this movie, he's actually in this red WRX. Man, those first 6 minutes of the movie are just dope as hell, man. If you don't watch the movie, at least YouTube the first 6 minutes of the movie. But I bought this one with cash too, and this is my baby driver car, man. I decided I might as well use it for the license. I think it's a dope ride, man. I think it's nice. It was red. This is the same exact car that they race in, or it's not even a race. This is one of the getaway cars. So now this is my tier 3 car. I bought this one with cash, and actually this is my 3rd car. My first car was that purple one. The second car was one of the restoration ones. It was that Ferrari, and this was my 3rd car. And I figured, hey, let me try this one out because it was you know, it was cool. You know, you can use cash. But the thing is, it kind of left a sour taste in my mouth because I didn't really realize that you needed fusion parts. I mean, it used to be really, really, really slow. And I was like, man, this car sucks, man. I ain't using this car. So I never looked back. But then as I gained a little bit more experience and I realized, oh, I need to put more fusion parts in it. And I actually need to tune it. So after I tuned it, then I was like, okay, I get it now. So, for a while, the first couple of months, I really didn't like Beamer in this game because I thought that the cars were just slow. It just meant that I didn't have enough fusion parts. So so I decided, you know what? Let me bring it back. What just happened? Oh, CSR, you silly little goose. But yeah, man, it's this car is dope. I'm going to use it for the license, and the reason why I'm using all these cars is you're not going to be able to use them for the races if you use them for the license. Now, for all of you that have been keeping up with me, I actually bought this car so I could start doing the Tempest races. And I needed a tier 4 car to do the Tempest races. I bought like 9 of them, 10 of them, and I stripped them just to get the parts, and it still wasn't fast enough, but it should be fast enough to go ahead and get the license. But I think this is the only one where the interior doesn't match the paint job, which is fine. I don't know, I went with the white interior for this one. I like the car. It's a nice car. Unfortunately, it wasn't fast enough to get the ride, but we did get the car because we changed out the car. It's just, I'm using it for the license because I know I won't be able to use it later on, and that's fine. But you know, I spent a lot of money on this car, so I might as well use it for something, right? And that's the reason why I'm using it for the license only, boys, because if you're starting to do the license, then, you know, just know you can't use those for the races at the end. Now, this is my Skyline S1. This car is dope, man. I got this one in a rare crate opening. I think, it was with one of you guys. You know, I was doing a rare crate opening. I got this one. I think it was my first 4-star that I ever got, actually. And it happened to be this car, and I thought it was dope. And it was cool because I was able to use it in one of the events. So I was able to get some car parts out of it. It's a nice car. If you have this car, just know whatever color they give you, that's the color you're going to have, because you cannot change anything on this car other than the license plate. I wanted to change the color. I mean, I like red. I just like blue better. But I was like, you know what? It's a cool car, man, and it's fast. It should be fast enough to get the license. All of these cars should be fast enough to get the license, and the reason why I'm throwing these cars in is because I don't plan on using them in the races. I already have faster cars. You just need something to get past these licenses, and the reason why we're, you know, for one, let's go back to the purple one because I like the purple one. The reason why we're not going to race tonight, boys, is because, first of all, you need 3.5 million. I have that, but I want to grind a little bit. I'm waiting a few more parts for my baby driver car, and it's just, I'm going to grind a little bit. I don't like it whenever, you know, I use all my money for one thing and then I'm out of money. So I'm going to grind a little bit tonight. That way I have a little bit of more money in case I need that, and in case I, you know, that way I can always be ready for an event in case I need to drop money on a specific car and get going. But so tonight's video is going to be very short. I just wanted to show you, these are the 5 cars that I'm using for the Tempest races. There's absolutely nothing going on in CSR right now, so I figured let's just get going on the Tempest, baby. Let's keep going, you know. So that's what we're doing. So I just want to make sure that all these cars are ready. I'm going to do a few runs, test runs, just to make sure I know my shift patterns for the license. So I'm going to be doing that tonight. But I just wanted to say, hey guys, if there's anything about this video that you like, feel free to smash that like button. And you know, you should consider subscribing. Like I said before, we do get down on a daily basis. We have a lot of fun. You know, lately I've been trying to figure out what to put on the channel, just for the simple fact that there's nothing going on. But best believe when Hobbs and Shaw comes back, I believe that's gonna have we're gonna have our chance for the Supra finally. But that's another issue. But I just want to say, hey, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow in the next video.